What is up, Aries? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. So you'll notice behind me, Skelly is here and she is wearing my pajamas and waving hi obnoxiously. You can thank my husband for that. You all know he's a Scorpio crazy man and he has quite a personality on him. So try as much as you can to ignore Skelly because I can't lift her off of there after spinal surgery. So anyway, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and cross-watchers are always welcome here. If you're cross-watching and you notice that the energy comes in vice versa, that will happen with me sometimes with these signs, different signs. Usually Aries, I get right on the head. Excuse me. I still have a tickle in my throat, even though I've finally gotten rid of 8 months of pneumonia. But cross-watchers, you're more than welcome to leave a comment below saying it was vice versa for me. You know, I do read my comments and I do actually reply to as many as I can. If it's not your story, please know that this is a general reading. If you would like a full reading, information is in the box below. Contact me by email. I'll send you a list of services with donation amounts and let's get it started because I'm tired of talking about that. Anyway, Aries, I feel like you're coming out of a period of cutting off everybody, like everybody. I feel as though you've isolated yourself in hanged man, hermit mode status, and you're really trying to figure out who's with you and who's against you, because you're finding that in your time of need, where we've been hit with so many tower moments, that any people that you ask for help, suddenly nobody's around, right? Right. Well, with that being said, sorry, I'm a little warm here. With that being said, the amount of people that you've cut out is like tremendous, okay? You've cut off everyone while you're sitting back trying to decipher who's for you and who's against you. And right now you're feeling like you're pretty alone in the world. You're feeling cut off from society. You're feeling lonely. You're feeling like you're not sure if cutting people off was making the right decision. But the truth of the matter is that you are making the right decision, because having frenemies is just as bad as having your enemies in close and knowing all your business, okay? So the decision you're making to cast that judgment and push everyone away is good. However, it's time for you to come out of that Queen of Swords mode that we always go into. When you get Aries fire, you know that this person still cares about you, and Aries won't throw fire at you unless they still love you. When you get Aries ice, that's when you have to worry. Once an Aries goes icy toward you, they're done. There's no going back from Aries ice to Aries fire. We don't go back and forth. Either we're done or we still care. It's one or the other. There's no in between with us. We're not going to go back and forth. We're not going to come back to you. Once we're done, we're done. And so that's when you really have to worry about being with an Aries, is when they go cold on you. It means they're either bored or they're sick of your shit. Sorry, but that's the truth. So I feel like you guys really need to come out of this mode of cutting people off and now decipher who should be in your life and who shouldn't, okay? Because cutting people off for an inanimate amount of time, meaning it just sits and is stagnant like an inanimate object, is going to hurt you more in the end. So figure out who really needs to be cut out of your life that no longer serves your purpose and who can stay. And that's something you're going to have to do fairly quickly, because you could start losing friends, family members, significant others. If you stay in this mode for too long, you're going to end up alone, okay? Now, you're going to have to base your intuition on this. You're going to have to go with your intuition on who you're getting this feeling from, like they're backstabbing you or they're going to be a problem in your life, and who isn't. Go with your intuition, because right now our intuition is very much on point. It's very strong. There's things going on with the planetary alignment, things going on in the world. Your intuition is your key. And that's what I'm going to probably name this video now that I've said it. So let's get down to it. That's what I'm feeling for you guys. Let's see if there's anything else. No, I'm not saying that. That's silly. Sorry, guys. They give me silly things to say sometimes. Mac and cheese. Why? I don't know. Maybe some of you have a serious affinity for mac and cheese and you're depressed and you're sitting around eating too much of it. I don't know. They say some weird shit sometimes, and I'm like, last time it was apple pie, and it turned out that the woman I was reading knew exactly what it meant. And I thought I was crazy. I would not say it. And finally, I was just like, does apple pie mean anything to you? Because I don't get it. And she was like, what did you say? I said, apple pie. And she went into the story about her and her husband and how he promised to make her an apple pie the first date, and he never made it for her. So it's been a joke ever since. I didn't know that. So macaroni and cheese, I don't know. Whatever. Whoever that appeals to, good luck. Okay. So for you guys, you're really in the mode of casting judgment. This is the first card that I shuffled and it would not go back into the deck. And so you're really going through that judgment process. So what I was feeling was correct. You're feeling as though you're casting that judgment on everybody. You don't give a shit who it is, okay? And if I'm swearing a lot, it's from the energy that I bring in. So anybody who doesn't like swearing, I'm sorry. Plus, swearing's kind of my thing. Can't help it. It's who I am. I was raised by a mom who was a hockey player and a tomboy. And I'm a tomboy. Like, I never dress up for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm always in like hoodies and, you know, just, yeah. Anyway, I feel like you're casting judgment on everyone. You can't put your finger on who's backstabbing and who's not. So you're just judging everyone and you're pushing everyone to an arm's length distance. But now it's time to decipher it. You're getting stuck in the Queen of Swords mode. You're getting stuck in the feeling of, excuse me, of, you know, not wanting to let anybody in because you're worried about who is backstabbing and who is not. But you can't stay in this mode, and they're letting you know that. You've been here for a little too long. You need to now use your judgment to decipher. You've judged people, you've pushed everybody away, and now it's time to watch with your intuition, with your superconscious, your subconscious. It's time to watch and see. And here it's telling you, use that superconscious, that subconscious, use that emotion, use that feeling that you get when you look at certain people. If you're like, I feel like you're a snake. Behind my back, I feel like you smile to my face, but when I turn around, you're doing something to me. Use it. Stop ignoring your intuition. They're telling you, enough resting on your laurels. Time to get your ass in motion. Get your ass in motion. Use the strength that you're so comfortable in using and get your ass in motion. You can't stay in this Seven of Swords and watching forever, okay? You have to decipher who is what and what's who. Use that strength to pull you through. Don't stay in that depressed mode of shutting off everybody. For once, be selfish. Think about yourselves for once. And people always call us selfish. And again, it aggravates me because we're the furthest thing from selfish. We become selfish when we give too much and we have nothing left for ourselves. That's when we become selfish, right? But people don't see it that way. They just see us as selfish. They don't tell the other part where it was like, well, when did I become selfish? When I gave too much and I found that I was lacking for myself. I had nothing left to give. Everyone had taken everything and I had nothing left to give. That's when I became selfish and decided that it needed to be all about me for a little while. So that makes us selfish as a sign. I don't buy that. I buy that we give too much and our heart is too open. And I can speak for that. I'm an Aries sun and an Aries rising. I have a Leo moon and then I have a Mars Leo. And so I have the Aries sun and rising. I'm a very strong Aries, a very independent, strong Aries. And I know that at times I give away too much and I expect that reciprocation. And when I don't get it, I become selfish and I start thinking about myself instead. So call me a selfish bitch. So it really bothers me when people say that we're selfish. Right now, you need to be selfish. You need to fall into that part where you are selfish, okay? And you need to take care of yourself. Figure out who that sneaky person is. Stop giving away all your resources to people who don't deserve them. Boundaries, Aries. Boundaries. But you can't keep everybody out like you're doing. Figure out your boundaries. Figure out what you'll tolerate, what you won't tolerate, and when it's time to give and when it's time to be selfish. Boundaries. Learn how to say one word, no. Hardest word ever to say to people, but the word no is powerful. When you state the word no, it lets people know, okay, I'm done giving to you. You've been taking advantage. I'm not doing this anymore. With that, it's like you can't seem to make up your mind, okay? You can't seem to figure out who's what and what's who. Like I said, and you're pretty devastated by the people who have hurt you, okay? But this is in the past now. You've put this in the past, and now you get to close the cycle. You get to bring it, this cyclical bullshit cycle, to an end. You get to choose who stays in your life. You choose. Not everybody else chooses for you. Take a stand, Aries. Be the strong Aries that you are. We're known to be some of the strongest in the zodiac. Use that to your advantage. You make the decision on who stays in your life, not everybody else. With that, they're telling you, if you feel with this Hanged Man position like somebody is a good manipulator, it's time to remove them from your life. Don't second guess yourself. We do that a lot. We second guess the energy we're putting out. We second guess saying no. We second guess doing and putting ourselves first. We second guess everything. Stop second guessing. If this person or these people need to go, then cast that judgment. Use your intuition and keep it moving. Bye, Felicia. Keep it moving, okay? Right now, I feel like you're cleaning up your personal gardens of life. You're really taking stock in what you have, what you don't have, where you're standing in your spiritual journey. You're taking stock, okay? It's time to stand up and say, no, you're done in my life, and this is why. You're selfish, you're manipulative, and whatever else you need to say to that person, say it and get it off your chest. And of course, you showed up for the reading. Thank you, Aries. But stop feeling manipulated, okay? Stop feeling it's like people are doing things behind your back. He's looking the other way with the Magician in reverse. Stop feeling as though these people are manipulating you, because in the end, the only person who can stop that manipulation is you. You are the only person that can change your life. No one else, unless you allow them to. Unless you give them the power, they can't change your life. You can. Well, Aries, that's what I have for you for the week of the 7th through the 14th in January 2020. So if you guys need a personal reading, please look in the box below. Shoot me an email. A lot of you I already read regularly when you need me, or just get in touch with me via text. Some people have my phone number, others do not. But there's always a way to reach me. There's my email, there's my Facebook Messenger. Now, my Facebook Messenger is mainly just for readings, okay? And my husband would like me to remind people of that because I'm getting friend requests from people that I don't even know. And so he wanted me to remind people that it's Messenger's for reading. It's not for friend requesting. Certain people I do have on my Facebook, and you guys are wonderful. But I will decipher that as I go. And so there's always a way to get a hold of me. You've got email, you've got Facebook Messenger, you've got Skype, and you've got all of my donation information. That's a way to get a hold of me as well. So if you need a reading, hit me up. It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston, and I will catch y'all on the flip side for next week. Bye, guys.